I honestly can't tell you how many times I've tried to achieve new goals and reached a point of burnout only to have to start all over again, with my confidence destroyed in the process. For most of my 20s, I've substituted accomplishing things that really matter to me with making other life changes. Moving to a new country, moving to another new country, getting into a relationship, getting over the breakup of that relationship, finding a new apartment, getting a dog, dating, and getting into another relationship. Basically anything but fulfilling my true dream of becoming an artist and living from my art. So this time around, I want to do things differently. There are no more quick fixes available to me. At least nothing I can do that wouldn't involve completely destroying my life only to reassemble it all over again. I'm not really willing to do that. As much as getting my dog or getting into a relationship with my boyfriend might have been somewhat of a distraction at a time, not an unhealthy distraction, I may add. I love all of the parts of my life that I have made throughout this process, and not everything in my life needs to be started all over again. Before I bulldoze right into this video, hi, my name is Elle. I'm 28 years old. I live in New York City. I'm originally from France, but I moved here 7 years ago. And to give you a little bit of a brief on my life right now, I have a corporate job in digital marketing. I have this YouTube channel, obviously, which is a pretty big endeavor. And the last important life shift, which explains why I'm trying to create a new routine, is that I have decided to give myself a year to quit my corporate job and become a full-time photographer, which is a lifelong dream of mine that I have shied away from for too many years now. So this time around, I really want to go after the things that I truly want. And I know that it's going to involve being realistic and being consistent. And those two things definitely go together. You can't really have one without the other. I'm going to create a routine that involves changing my life in small ways over time and changing myself internally too, rather than changing everything around me and my environments just to be able to start over. So it's going to take time, but taking longer to achieve your goals is much better than not achieving them at all. So what am I gonna do in my life and in this video? I am going to create somewhat of a schedule, but that's not the part I'm going to focus on the most, because giving myself a super packed, super detailed schedule has just not worked for me in the past, and I need to learn from my mistakes. So this time around, rather than being schedule focused, my routine is going to be focused on 3 key principles, and I need to hit those 3 principles through my actions every single day. The first one, and I put that one as first because it is the most important principle, and that is to take care of myself. So every single day, I have to take at least one action. It could definitely be more for all of these, but at least one action towards taking care of myself. And that could be anything from eating a very healthy and nutritious meal. It could be taking a bath, taking an extra long shower for me to relax, reading a book and taking some time for myself to relax. Anything that contributes directly to my well-being. Because we all know that we cannot get anything done if we do not start by taking care of ourselves physically and mentally. Oh, also going to the gym. That's an obvious one that I try to do a few times a week. The second one, I'm doing this. The second one is going to be working towards my goals. So again, every single day, I'm going to do 1 or more things that are helping me work towards my goals. It could be anything from photography, editing, working on this YouTube channel. Like me right now, filming this video. It could be small or big, but the goal is to be consistent and realistic. And last but not least, my third principle is going to be having fun and play in general. I feel like that's something when it comes to self-development and bettering yourself and, working towards your goals that people tend to forget, and I feel like it's not mentioned enough. We need to have fun. As humans, we need to play. You know, we're adults, but we need to nurture the child inside of us, and that's going to help tremendously with creativity as well. So that's a really important one for me. And also, I want to enjoy life. Because what is life and working towards your goals if you can't have fun and enjoy the process? Every single day, I will wake up with those 3 principles in mind and try to hit all of these marks. And that's going to be my way of staying consistent and staying realistic. And I know that if I do these things for the long run, I will achieve my goals, and I will achieve them in a way that makes me happy. So now what? Believe it or not, this is gonna be a vlog. We're gonna spend the next 3 days together. I'm gonna show you the ways that I follow these principles every day, and it's gonna be a fun time. It's like 5:30 p.m. I have filmed this video, so I've already done one thing that helps me work towards my goals. And now let's start the vlog. So on most weekdays, to be honest, it's a little bit more difficult to find the fun side of my days. But there is one thing that consistently brings fun to my life. And Ziggy, you want to say hello? Can you see Ziggy? And that's this little guy. And more specifically, bringing this little guy to the park is always so much fun for both of us. So right now, we're gonna go to the park. Ziggy's very excited. You wanna go to the park? Yes, yes, yes. Oh my God. All right, well, that's how excited he gets at the mention of the word park. Alrighty, buddy. You ready to go? Alright, we're gonna go to the park. Come on. So honestly, the most simple and easy way to take care of yourself and your health is cook a delicious, nutritious meal. And I honestly try to do that every single day. There are some days where we order food. There are some days where I'll make like a frozen meal. But I try to keep it simple with my meals. If you've followed me for a while, you know that I love kind of like one pot recipes or like one pan recipes. So right now I have some chicken thighs and I'm about to make a chicken curry. I have a bunch of vegetables. I actually have some already sliced zucchini that I used yesterday. And then I have a bunch of broccoli. Actually, I have some quinoa. Probably do it over quinoa. And then I have some herbs, I have some cilantro. And yeah, we're just gonna put a bunch of stuff in there, basically. So yeah, let's get cooking. that watching Love Island is fun?
Yes.
So now we're gonna have a dinner, and it's gonna be good and nutritious, and that's gonna be for our well-being. And then we're gonna watch Love Island, and that's going to rot our brains for fun.
If you got the time, I'd like to stay a while. Do you remember what I said last time we met? Would you like to move a little closer now? I'd like to be as close to you as I can get. If I could stop the time, I sure would. In this moment, I really wish I could. Do you feel the same way as I do? The feeling of just knowing that I love you. If you got the time, I'd like to stay a while. I'd like to fall asleep beside you on your bed.
So today is Friday. I'm on my way to go work at a coffee shop. I want to go to a different coffee shop that I don't usually go to because it tends to be really crowded. It's kind of popular at the moment, and it's called Rhythm Zero. You might have seen it on social media, but it's right by me and it's like a cool vibe. So I want to try to go check it out, see if I could work there for a little bit. I have so much editing to do today in addition to, work. So it's about 8 a.m. right now. I'm hoping it won't be too packed because it's early. And then I'll probably head home for actual work because I start at 10 and I'm pretty sure I have a call. So I don't really like to take calls from coffee shops. But for now, let's go get coffee. It's beautiful outside today. I'm very excited for the weekend. And yeah, let's go get coffee and get some editing done. Alright, so I am back at my desk. I did spend a couple hours at the coffee shop and then I came home for my call that I just had at work. So I'm just going to keep working. I'm likely going to be doing some more editing on my lunch break. I'm planning on going out to play pool with my friends tonight because I want to have some fun. And you guys may know by now that this is one of the ways that I love to have fun. And, both playing pool and hanging out with my friends. So I'm planning on doing that tonight, and I want to get as much editing done as possible today. I'm not gonna lie, I'm feeling pretty tired today. I didn't sleep very well last night. Just, you know, still trying to hit all of my marks and all of my principles. I think it's been working great, at least for the past couple days. And overall, I feel like this is a system that's going to work a lot better for me than a really tight schedule in the long term. Alright, so brief update. The last time I talked to you guys, it's still the morning, and I was logging into work. So since then, I have been grinding all day. I have been working, and then right after work, did a couple more hours of editing, and now it's Friday, and I want to go have fun. I want to go out. I'm going to meet up with a couple of friends, and we're going to go play pool, and we're going to have fun, and I got some takeout. My favorite Thai restaurant, which is like really close to me. So I just took Ziggy on a walk and we went to pick it up, and I'm about to eat it pretty quickly because I still need to get ready. Ooh. I just got like a Patsy Ew. I guess it's called Patsy Ew. And I'm gonna eat that real quick. Or probably not gonna eat all of that, to be honest. I feel like whenever I order Thai food, it's kind of the equivalent of 2 meals. But I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna finish getting ready, like do a quick, I kind of did makeup this morning, but I'm gonna do a quick makeup refresh, and then I'm gonna go out and have some fun, and I'm gonna take you along. So for now, I'm gonna eat this food though, and I don't think you need to witness that.
I'm an expert at overthinking things that I shouldn't. You come across as a cool guy, someone who's the opposite. And all my friends are leaving, but I wanna stay here. Can we just stay here? Maybe just one more drink. I can't help but think, where have you been? All my life, all the lonely nights. You were always there at the same damn bar.
So today's Saturday. It's a very gloomy day. It's been a pretty rainy April so far, to be honest. Today, I want to have a chill but productive day. I went to the gym this morning, so that's check in terms of taking care of myself. And then I had kind of like a slow morning. I took a shower. I haven't even had any coffee yet because I'm about to go head out to a coffee shop. I'm gonna take Ziggy with me and take him to the park because it's really rainy and I feel bad leaving him at home. I think he'll have a good time with me at the coffee shop. And I'm gonna get some editing done over there. I also have some photos that I took in Florida that I want to edit this afternoon. I want to do a little bit of cleaning. I have a ton of laundry to do. When we got back from Florida, I just completely ignored the laundry that I needed to do, and I had a super busy week. So I have the pile of laundry that I have to do is currently giving me a little bit of anxiety, but we'll get through it today. But yeah, this morning we're gonna focus on work. We're gonna have chill time, I always say this, but working at a coffee shop is kind of my way of making it feel like it's not work, because I love hanging out at coffee shops, if you don't know by now, more than anything in the world. So this is my definition of like a great Saturday, especially when it's a rainy day like this. There's not much more I want to do. Anyway, let's head to the coffee shop. So Ziggy and I just got back from the coffee shop, right Ziggy? Ziggy was a little bit cray-cray, so we didn't stay that long. To be fair, it was very busy. There was lots of dogs, and Ziggy is the best dog ever, but he is not really the type of dog who can just sit still and chill when there's a lot of activity around. So I know his limits and I know that I wasn't gonna be able to get too much work done over there. So we got back home. Can't see Ziggy right now, but he's giving me cuddles and he's being cute. So yeah, when I was over there, I was able to sort through and select some of the photos that I took when I was in Florida. And now I'm gonna be working on editing them so I could post some of them on my photography account on Instagram. And then I'm gonna start doing some editing, actually editing this video. But first, before I do all of that, I'm gonna start doing my laundry, and then I'll be like doing that and multitasking as I'm doing the editing between the wash and the dryers. And I have at least 2 loads to do. Honestly, the fact that it's so gloomy and rainy and cold outside is really helping with me getting my shit together and being productive today, because there's literally nothing else to do. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. And I still have to wash my sheets too. So it's a little bit later. I've been doing a lot of editing, mainly photo editing. I actually posted a few photos already on my regular Instagram and my photography Instagram. If you want to go check those out, I would really appreciate it. But yeah, I was really happy with how some of these photos came out. I finished my laundry. I need to make my bed, and then I need to fold my clothes, like my clean laundry. And then after that, I do want to get to the more fun part of the day. One thing I haven't done in a while is play guitar. To be honest, I rarely find the time, but I feel like I need to make the time because that's something that brings me a lot of joy and makes me very happy. I've mentioned many times on this channel that I'm not really great at it, but it's not something that I aspire to be at a professional level for. So it's just for me, it's just for fun. I love playing guitar, I love singing, and I want to do a little bit of that. Also, I did not film that at all, but I had a really quick lunch. I made a bagel with some eggs, and it was very simple. It wasn't worth filming, I promise. So I have a little story time for you guys. I just had to run to the store to get Ziggy his food, and as I was about to pay, I realized that I had forgotten my wallet. My wallet just so happens to be attached to my keys, which meant that I had just locked myself out with the keys inside, and Aaron's at work until 9 p.m. I freaked out. My phone was also on 6%, so I had to do something really embarrassing, but thank God I'm back in. I went to knock on my downstairs neighbor's door because I know there's a fire escape that connects, I guess, all of the building, and I had to explain that I had locked myself out and go out through their bathroom window, which connects to the fire escape because our apartments are pretty much the same, which then connects to my bathroom window. So that was a very humbling moment. And also Ziggy was so freaked out when he was so confused when he saw me enter through the bathroom window. He was so confused. It was very funny. But anyway, that was pretty embarrassing, but at the same time I made it back in, and this was the first time I've ever done that, so I most definitely won't be locking myself out again. And that's it. That did contribute to the fun factor, I guess, of this day, although in the moment it wasn't fun, but once I solved the issue, it's actually really funny. Now I'm laughing about it, and I feel like part of my laughter is just relief that I made it back in. It really makes you appreciate being home. Also, once I got back to the store, I did pick up a hard kombucha for, you know, emotional comfort, emotional support. I drank the June Shine ones. I really like them. If this looks massive, it's because I poured the entire can in one glass of wine. Also, on the song that I want to learn how to play right now, I went to a Broadway show with work a couple days ago, which was Moulin Rouge. Absolutely loved it. And they did a version of Firework by Katy Perry, and I never realized how deep that song is. Like when it's sang like slow and more in like an emotional like tempo or whatever, it's actually really deep. Like the lyrics, go and listen to the lyrics for real, or like go listen to a cover or whatever. It's really deep. Anyway, so it made me want to learn it, so I'm gonna do right now. Actually, maybe you'll hear the cover from me, because right now I'm about to go try to figure it out, and I'll, if they're not too horrible, might insert some clips. Yay. Do you ever feel? Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind? Do you ever feel already very deep, sitting on the screams and no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you? 'Cause there's a spark in you. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Oops. Shine. And then she goes really high. I don't know how to do this. I might have to start lower.